guys, Scott here for the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetalDetecting.com, and today we are talking about what everybody's talking about, and that is the surprise announcement by Minelab about the Equinox 700 and 900 coming out on the heels of the Manticore coming out or getting in the hands of folks. So it's just a crazy weekend. If you're under a rock, there is so much going on. You need to catch up. You need to get out there and catch up on the news. This is some insane stuff going on. Little disclosure, I got my dog Rocky behind me, laying on the couch. He makes a lot of weird noises, so it's not me, it's Rocky. So just bear that in mind as we go through this. I can hear him already back there grumbling. So yeah, listen, so we're going to talk about the Equinox 900 today compared to the 800. And I'm not doing the 700 versus 600 in this video. I think we'll get enough information by doing the 800 and 900. But if people want me to do something similar to the 6 and 700, happy to do it. Just give me a shout. Let me know. We've been talking about this subject on my Patreon channel a lot. I mean, a lot of these guys are in the same boat I was. Like, wow, that was a surprise. My friend or patron out in California, Brian, was like, what is going on? You know, we're all caught by surprise on this one. There are only a few people that I know actually knew about this. And I think some of those were testers, and they were sworn to secrecy, so they couldn't reveal anything. Minelab did put out a couple weeks ago that something new was coming. We were just kind of like, what could be better than the Manticore coming out? So it was just kind of a shock to see this being released so close, or during the time when the Manticore is just getting out there. You would want them to be really pushing the Manticore, I think. But I think realistically, what probably pushed them in this direction was they saw some enhancements they were making with the Manticore, and it was just probably an opportune time to actually make the Equinox what it really probably should have been. Let's face it, the Equinox was a great machine. It's still one of the best machines out there that I've ever used, but it had some issues. It had some leaking issues. It had some, things that people didn't like about it that have been addressed, it looks like, now in the 900. So it's probably the machine everybody wanted them to make it originally. But I mean, how do you know that? I mean, come out with a machine, sure, there's going to be improvements and things people are going to want. So, but to launch this so close to the Manticore release is kind of like everybody's scratching their head a little bit. So, but in this video, this is all we're going to do is we're going to take the technical specs that you can get from the 800 on the website, Minelab's website, and compare it to the technical specs on the 900. I went out there and just made a quick chart, looking at the differences for myself. Honestly, I thought, well, maybe I'll do this for the folks over on my Patreon group, and so they have seen this, they have seen the comparisons. So now I'm just going to release this to you guys and give you guys the information as well as what's out there that you can find. But that's all I'm doing. Nothing real fancy here today. I did put this article out on my website over at mentalmetalDetecting.com. It's live now. It's out there, so I'll put a link in the description so you can go out there and check it out. Like I said, all I did was go out to their website, Minelab's website, and just took the comparisons of the tech specs and put them in a table just like this. And anything you see on the Minelab Equinox 900 column that's bolded, that's different than what you would get typically with the Equinox. So that's the differences, the quick differences you can see. Now, there were some things on the Minelab's website that they had not updated with the recent updates to the Equinox. Like, for instance, on their website, they did not list 4 kilohertz as one of their frequencies, whereas, if you did the update, that was added later. So so I reflected here. I reflect here what I could that I recognized that was a little different, but mostly we're just paying attention to the 900 and comparing the difference here. So if you come down to the target ID, is really one of the biggest changes. Originally you had a -9 to 40 were your target ID numbers. Now you're going to get -19 all the way up to 99. So you're going to have 119 target ID numbers to look at, which I think is pretty cool, and I'm glad they did that. I always questioned why they only kept it low to 40. I used to make fun and claim that people who owned the Equinox just couldn't count higher than 49, so it was just a running joke. But now you get the target IDs all the way up to 99, which a lot of people are used to with other machines, so that's good. Your target tones are going to be a little different now. You're going to have 1, 2, 5 all tones. Before you had 50 tones, And then you're going to have this thing called depth. So there's going to be something new there that you can mess around with, and it might benefit you somehow. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't have the machine in my hands. I can't tell you what it means. Your tone breaks now. You used to have a non-ferrous and ferrous tone breaks that you could change. So you have the ferrous, non-ferrous, and then you have tone 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not sure what they mean by that or what they're referring to, but that is a little bit different than what they had before. Your tone pitch is 0 to 25 now. Tone volume is 0 to 25. I thought that was the same, but the way they listed in the website, they just listed it differently. So I'm not sure these two are different, but they might be a little bit. Your discrimination segments, well, we just talked about that. The target IDs go up to 119. So if you count the negative numbers, it's 119 total. But your discrimination segments are the same. You have 119 segments you can discriminate. So that's increased from 49. Your length now, they put on the website, it was 56.7 inches fully expanded for the Equinox 800. Now they have a cam lock system where you can collapse the machine down a lot, so you can get down to 24 inches collapsed, but extended the same as the length. And I need to put my inches punctuation in there, so and that's a little error I didn't realize I made, so I'll fix that. Weight is actually a little bit less on the Equinox 900 than the 800. So prior you had a 2.96 it was 2.96 pounds for the 800. Now you're down to 2.8, so they've actually decreased the weight of it. You still get an LCD display. The one thing that I'm going to point out for anybody out there wanting to buy a 900, this is the key feature for me, that if I went and bought one of these, it would be for this reason alone, and it's the red backlight. I just think that is so badass. I don't know why, but I just do. I think the red is super awesome. I wish the 800 would have that, but it doesn't. So I just like the red. I think it looks pretty cool. I seen a picture of what it looked like, and I'm like, that's impressive. I can get behind that. They did add 2 new features to the machine. They took a page out of the Nokta Makro playbook and added a flashlight vibration. I'm not sure if I'm really excited about those 2 features. I guess if you're hearing impaired, that does help you. If you're underwater, that does help you. I'm not knocking that at all. I just I've never really needed that, or probably would never use it. Same with the flashlight. Maybe maybe you will, maybe you won't. I don't know. But they're nice to have features. I'm not going to knock it that way. But if that's something you're interested in, that's a selling point for you, then by all means, you now have it. One thing that's really different this time around compared to the Equinox 800, now, unless you bought it as a package deal or something from one of the dealers, you're now getting 11-inch DD coil and the 6-inch coil contained in one package. So when you buy the 900, that's what it comes with. Versus the 800, you only got the 11-inch. So that's pretty cool. You get the 6-inch coil. I'm going to talk about coils here more in a minute. Your audio out is pretty much the same. You do have a different set of wireless low latency headphones. I'm going to go over that here in a minute as well. But that's going to be different than the Equinox headphones 800 headphones that you're used to having, or you have now if you have this machine 800. It's a different set of headphones, so I'm going to talk more about that here in a minute. But it looks like they have addressed the water issues. Now I keep hearing that. People who have been testing it have been saying that. So now they're increasing the feet. That you can submerge the thing down to 16 feet. And it's IP68 certified. So fingers crossed, folks. I know that's a big issue for a lot of you folks out there with the 800 and the 600s with all the flooding issues. I never had it happen to me personally. I've used my Equinox a lot in water, and it's never flooded, knock on wood. But a lot of you guys have claimed it has. So I feel for you. I'm hoping this will address that issue. It sounds like they have. And now we're getting to price. I think right now you can get an Equinox. They're just they're flying off the shelf now because they're trying to get rid of them. They're slashing prices. You could probably get it a lot cheaper than $899. I think I saw some different price slashing going on somewhere. So if you're in the market or you want to get an 800, you can get one really cheap right now. And I bet you there's going to be a lot of people out there offering their 800s for cheap used ones, so you want to keep a lookout for those. If you're looking for an 800, this is a perfect time to get one. For the 900, or for the 900 price, it's going to be $1,099. I don't know if that's MSRP or if that's what it's going to be when you buy it from your vendor. I would seriously just check your vendor and find out what kind of deal you can get. If you are looking for this machine, I will throw out my recommended vendor or my recommended dealer, and that's Fort Bedford Metal Detectors. They take good care of me and my a lot of my members on Patreon and Facebook groups. So if you happen to if you're looking for this machine, or you're looking for an 800 or a 600 or a 700, reach out to John Page and reach out to him. His information is on the screen right now. Give him a call or contact him through Facebook Messenger or whatever, email. These guys will take care of you. They do really good business, and I enjoy working with them. So just reach out to them. Tell them the Mental Metal channel sent you, though, so they know that they're getting some of their traffic from this channel. All right, just want them to know that we're supporting them. All right, and so let's talk about the headphones a little bit. So like I said, the headphones that you have in the Equinox 800 will not work with the 900. They are completely different headphones, folks. But I don't know if this is a selling pitch or not. We'll get into this in a minute. If you have purchased the Manticore, those headphones will work with the 900. So I'm not sure if it's a selling pitch or if that's just like, well, now you have a backup pair of headphones, I guess. Coil compatibility. If you have all the coils that Minelab came out for the Equinox 800, good news, they will all work with the 900. Now, you're going to get the 6-inch coil included with the 11-inch, so if you've already had the 6-inch, it's kind of a waste. You're going to have two of those. But if you didn't, and you never purchased the 6 or the 15-inch coil, then now you will have 3 coils to pick from, and they will all work with the 900. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy they did that. Now, the bigger question I have, because I'm a huge fan of this coil, is will the Coiltech coils that came out for the Equinox 800 work with the 900? I have not seen any answer to that yet. I'm a super fan of the 10x5 Coiltech coil. I have said it many times, and I'll say it again here. That coil paired up with that Equinox 800 was a magical combination. I even said it in the video. It is magical. I've done many videos on that coil. That thing is like, my favorite coil ever for the Equinox 800. Please, Coiltech or Minelab, tell me that coil is going to work with the 900 or all the other Coiltech coils for the 900, because a lot of people like those coils. So if somebody can find that answer out, that'd be great. And then we're going to come down to some of your thoughts, right? So I'm curious on what you guys think. Drop me a comment in this video, because I'm really curious. Did you just recently purchase an 800 and now the 900 has just come out? Are you irritated, ticked off? Are you going to be able to get your money back? I don't know. I just find this is crazy that they announced this with like no heads up, and then bam, all of a sudden the 700 and 900 are out. I mean, I'm excited about them because I think they're going to be great machines. But if you're one of those people out there who purchased an 800 in the last couple days, I bet you're ticked off. You're probably mad a little bit, I would say. But what if you just purchased the Manticore? Would you have purchased the Manticore knowing that the Equinox 900 was coming out? Maybe the Manticore is too much of a machine for, too complicated. 900 is probably going to be a lot easier and more in line with what you're used to. I don't know. I can tell you for a fact that the Manticore is a no joke next level up machine. That machine's going to have some pretty cool features in it. But for a lot of you guys out there, maybe it's too complicated. I don't know. I don't have my hands on one yet. I can't tell you. I'm just going by what I've seen. There's just a lot of stuff packed in that machine that you can take advantage of. And it may not be for everybody, but at the time, that was the newest machine coming out from Minelab. So people probably got on the wait list and ordered their Manticore. But would they have gotten on the wait list if they knew the 900 or a 700 was coming out? I don't know. Drop me a comment. I'm curious on what you guys think. If you're excited about this stuff coming out, I'm excited. I'm really excited because, between the Deus 2, the Legend, and the Manticore coming out, man, we are in some really cool times for technology here, folks. And I'm telling you, that Manticore is a game changer in some of the things I've been seeing as far as separation goes in 2D visual displays. I'm a huge fan of 3030, CTX 3030, and how they use target trace and things like that. Some of that stuff they're building into the Manticore is based on those concepts, and it's just fantastic. So looking forward to that machine coming out. I'm also looking forward to the 900. I'm telling you, that red backlight is what sold it for me. All right, drop me a comment, tell me what you think. That's all I got today, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another Mental Metal video. It's crazy times, crazy.